Netflix's Queen Cleopatra has been making waves on social media. People have been furious with their historical revisionism, and now people behind the project are only making things worse for themselves because the director has now attacked critics and the lead actress has thanked someone who made a tweet that refers to the series' critics as white devils. I have a few different things to show off, but before we get into the topic, if you enjoy the content that I create, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and to the notification bell. Follow me on social media like Twitter or mine so that you can see when my content is posted. And of course, if you do really enjoy the videos and the live streams that I create, please consider becoming a Dark Titan via Patreon or a supporter via YouTube memberships. So starting off with this IndieWire article, Queen Cleopatra director responds to racial casting backlash. And there have been hundreds of thousands of people that have been upset over this series. It's not just a couple of people on social media who get mad at everything. No. There are so many people tweeting about it, giving dislikes to the trailer, even signing petitions to get Netflix to cancel this. They've even gotten sued in Egypt over this series. It says African Queen's Queen Cleopatra director Tina Garavi is addressing the casting of biracial black actress Adele James as the Greek-Egyptian ruler. The trailer for the docu-series Queen Cleopatra caused a stir and led to allegations that the streamer was blackwashing the heritage of Cleopatra, and they are. It is not, a series where they're doing this for entertainment purposes, right? This is labeled a documentary, a docu-series, meaning they are trying to present things to you as fact. And that's the issue with this. Egyptian scholars claim that Cleopatra, who was born in Egyptian city Alexandria in 69 BCE, was born of European descent, and historians have confirmed that she was Macedonian Greek on her father Ptolemy VII's side. No matter what they claim, we know a lot about Cleopatra's history. She is a very well-documented historical individual, and I would have loved to see an accurate series from Netflix about her life and who she was, but of course that is not what they are giving us, and they don't really care. I also would have loved to see a series based around, a different historical African woman. There are plenty of historical African figures that they could have made a series like this about, or other episodes about, because this is going to be in a anthology, because it's African queens and they simply are doing one of these African queen series on Queen Cleopatra, and they are doing some on other people, but there was no point to do a Cleopatra one. This is historical revisionism. But now the director has spoken out on the political backlash to the docuseries. She cited Elizabeth Taylor's iconic portrayal of the ancient queen in the 63 epic Cleopatra, which made history as one of the most expensive films ever made at the time, as a direct influence. I remember as a kid seeing Elizabeth Taylor play Cleopatra. I was captivated, but even then I felt the image was not right. Was her skin really that white? With this new production, I could find the answers about Cleopatra's heritage and possibly release her from the stranglehold that Hollywood has placed on her image. The problem here is that she is saying two wrongs make a right, and that is not true. Yes, Elizabeth Taylor was not completely accurate to Queen Cleopatra. She was English, Swiss, German, and a few other minor things, but she wasn't Egyptian or Greek or anything to do with Cleopatra. But at the same time, this new Queen Cleopatra, who is now a black individual, is far from being accurate as well, because she wasn't a sub-Saharan African. You can't just say, oh, well, they did it wrong, so I'm going to do it wrong, but my wrong is a little bit better. It just doesn't work that way. After 300 years, surely we can safely say Cleopatra was Egyptian. She was no more Greek or Macedonian than Rita Wilson or Jennifer Aniston. Both are one generation from Greece. Why shouldn't Cleopatra be a melanated sister? And why do some people need Cleopatra to be white? Her proximity to whiteness seems to give her value, and for some Egyptians it seems to really matter. Perhaps it's not just that I've directed a series that portrays her as black, but I have also asked Egyptians to to see themselves as Africans, and they are furious at me for that. I am okay with this. Clearly, you are not okay with this because you're going into interviews melting down over it. She also confirmed that she became the target of a huge online hate campaign with Egyptian citizens accusing her of stealing their history. Yeah, people are accusing you of that because you are completely changing the background of this well-known figure. And to make it even worse, now the lead actress has come out and decided to like a very questionable tweet. So, someone on Twitter decided to say, very much excited for this. Also, the White Devils have already started making videos and posting misinformation, so be ready for that. Just don't know why it's so hard to grasp that she is and forever will be a black woman. I don't know, because she wasn't. But Adele James, the actress, has now decided to respond to this, give this person attention, and say thank you so much with a bunch of hearts and nice emojis. Just a very, very questionable thing to respond to. This actress and this director are really only making themselves look worse. I was already upset over this series because of how inaccurate it is. Hundreds and thousands of people are upset over this. Of course, there was a petition with over 88,000 signatures that Change.org suspiciously removed for violating the terms and violating the guidelines, saying that it was hate speech, which of course is absolutely absurd. But also looking at the trailer, Netflix had to shut the comments off because so many people were upset. It's only got 26,000 likes to 322,000 dislikes. And if you go to Twitter and you type in Queen Cleopatra, there are thousands of comments from people who are just upset over their blatant disregard for this historical figure. These people obviously do not care. They don't care about, any criticisms. They only care about what they feel like doing. They feel like they're being stunning and brave and they're making a statement with this series, so they're going to release it and they don't care if you like it or not. But this response to the backlash is just absurd. And of course, the tweets that this actress responded to are also pretty freaking disgusting. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Of course, if you enjoyed this video and found it important and informative, please make sure to give it a like, share it, and subscribe to the channel. And of course, if you didn't, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.